Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more WarFrame action, and today we have a big update coming out with some things that I actually didn't expect to come out as well, because there was like literally no build up in dev streams or any of that stuff. So let's just go through it. This is the 22.17.0 .1 actually, 22.17.1 patch. There was a hot fix recently. We'll talk about it later. Anyway. This is the things we know that were coming. This is the endless Kuva Survival patch. So, Kuva Survival, if you're not sure, if you didn't know, if you weren't paying attention to any of the dev streams from like the last few weeks, the idea is that you can now go to the Kuva Fortress Survival node, which is Tevuni, to the right. I'll show you. It's Tevuni, so it's to the right at the very end, so you need to go through pretty much the entire fortress, or at least half the fortress, in order to reach that particular node. Let's click it. So it's Tevuni, it's this one. That is the Kuva Survival mission, and basically the idea is now you can kill a certain enemy that is marked, and then you can take that drop that enemy drops and turn a survival life support node into a Kuva node, which then rewards you with 200 Kuva as a harvester if you defend it properly. It's that simple. Apparently, like, the idea is right now it gives you 200 Kuva per harvester. But that might go up, that might go down, depending on how people feel about that value. I think right now the idea is people don't seem to think it's high enough, but I will try it out because I only just woke up. We'll actually try it out in this video. Yeah, alright, so things that I didn't expect include the Inaros Ramses skin. So let's have a look at that in the arsenal by bringing out our King Tiger tank. So this is the Inaros skin as per usual, and the Inaros Ramses skin looks like that with my colors right now. So that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. Now, the Inaros Ramses skin, I'm not 100% sure if it has any special things. It hasn't made it to the wiki yet, so I'm not sure, but it does look really dope, and I am actually very tempted to get it myself. I am noticing a lot of white. So okay, so the primary channel is actually quite overwhelming, actually, on the skin. So that's something to keep an eye on as you are coloring it. Yeah, that's actually overwhelming. That's almost over. I don't know. I'll need to like actually give it a try if I actually do buy it in order to see what happens. Horror skin, huh? That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll stick to this for now because that's just like what I like. Anyway. Okay. A couple of other things that came with the Ramses skin is a longsword skin. Apparently it works with one-handed longswords. I suspect that means things like Dakra Prime and Broken War, although those technically count as swords. I don't think they're short swords though, so maybe I'm just thinking too much like RuneScape, how there's like a differentiation between swords and long swords. I don't know. Maybe that's actually wrong. Anyway. And there's also a Scarab Sindana, which looks like a scarab. I don't think I can see it from here. Scarab. Nope, I can't see that from here. So anyway, it kind of looks like one of those Sindanas, one of the Sindanas that isn't a cape, but is more like two little scarf. Well, not little, two long scarf things. Out like a detached from each other. That kind of, it's probably that kind of Sindana. A couple of other things. Oh, the Kuva Guardians have also received their changes. So instead of having to use your E to boop them and then dash through them to stun them, you just use one or the other and you'll stun them immediately. Meaning you don't have to do two things, you just have to do one. That's fine. Oh, also they're weaker to viral, which means they have like Grenier flesh. So my Paris Prime build is actually going to do way more damage to them now because it is a primarily viral based build. So yeah, that's kind of dope. There's also some Grenier Corpus Articular models to pose, and apparently they have 2 pose sets as opposed to like your regular articulars right now, your Tridolon articulars and your WarFrame articulars that only have 1 pose set. Apparently these guys have 2 sets of poses now, so I don't know how to get them, but they're probably in pre-hotfix missing Kuva has been, yeah, so okay, so 22.17.1 included a quick hotfix to do with the Kuva, because apparently some people weren't getting their Kuva, so now they're actually like retroactively hotfixing that Kuva. So now I should be able to get all that Kuva. So yeah, you can get it from the, so you get these articulars from the market. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, and 35 a piece. That's actually cheap. That's cheap. So yeah, like I'm not gonna get any right now because it turns out that my room is actually practically full to the brim with stuff. Like I literally cannot put any more in here. So yeah, that's real. Okay, moving on. What else have we got? What else have we got? That's. Oh, there's also like some new suction. Sakshma decorations. I don't really know what the hell they are, but yeah, that's like a thing as well. Also there's, oops, also there's the oh, the Lepus headgear, not lupus. So the Lepus headgear, that's your bunny ears, as per usual. Like, of course I'm just gonna get them because why the hell not. There's also the Easter color scheme, which is, I mean, I guess it's useful if you actually like desperately need those colors, but I'm not a big fan of it. Oh my god, a night taint alert? I've already got too many of them, so I don't really care anymore. And finally, there are Grenier Commander switch changes. Because the Grenier Commander switch teleport is one of the most annoying, well, was one of the most annoying things ever in this game, aside from like nullifiers and bombard armor scaling. Grenier Commander switch teleport was just fucking retarded. It was so overpowered because you would never see where they are. You don't, I don't think they even needed line of sight in order to teleport you, so that's pretty absurd. And then when they teleport you, they're always surrounded by like 10 other dudes who will then start shooting you, and you have like a 2 or 3 second like hard stun where you literally can't do shit. And unless you're playing like a super tanky frame, you're going to die. Like it's so annoying. So they've fixed it. They've brought that like down to a reasonable level. So the idea is, there's a 2-second cast time between with Grenier switch teleport. So you have 2 seconds where both the commander himself and you, the target, are highlighted in orange, and you can now dodge that by, what is it, bullet jumping and dodge rolling. So bullet jumping is that. Dodge rolling is, well, that's a roll. Dodge rolling is when you aim and you do a sidestep. Like you sidestep, you do a bit of a roll. That's a dodge roll as well. I think rolling, maybe rolling will break it as well. Yeah. You also, if you kill the dude, that works as well, as always. Switch teleport will also deliver a knockdown status debuff as opposed to like a hard stun, which is a very big thing because that means that there are some mods that actually will help you against that. For example, Constitution, faster knockdown recovery. That means that, like, you know, you can get up faster. So what is that? Yeah, a knockdown debuff. Yeah, so like faster. Things like power drift gives you 30% chance to resist the knockdown, so that's a thing. I think there's a couple of other knockdown. Yeah, so you have handspring, which is 160% faster knockdown recovery. You have fortitude, extra percent chance to resist the knockdown, and you have shock absorbers, damage resistance on knockdown. So there's a couple of mods now that actively help you against that kind of bullshit. So it's definitely like better. In fact, I might actually use handspring because I barely ever like change to my other weapons these days. Yeah. So anyway, right. So let's have a go. Actually, I'm not gonna use Mad Prime. Instead, I'm gonna try and play Limbo, and be a dick. If there's any other people playing on that node with B. So how are we going for time? All right, let's go for a 5-minute, and we'll see how it goes. Because another thing that I forgot to mention as I was going through the patch notes is one of the things that people were concerned about with Kuva Survival is that the life support was gradually slowing down in terms of their show up times, like how often they show up. So what they've done is they've actually fixed that, so it's the hard cap at 90 seconds, and every 90 seconds, so every minute and a half, there will be a life support drop, which makes it better which makes survival easier. It makes like it basically makes all forms of survival a lot easier, because now, like at the late game, you don't have to constantly rely on, well, you don't have to necessarily rely on the RNG of a drop. So that's kind of cool. So we're going to... Alright, so let's go to the first node. We'll see, like... Okay, so we see here there is a guy who is marked red like an assassination target. Is it this dude? It is. It is? Yeah, it is. So we have right here our little thing. We're actually going to turn it into a Kuva harvester now. We do have someone jumping in. That's kind of cool. Right. So now I'm going to cataclysm this thing. Give me that power. I am using Rift Torrent in this build, so yeah, that's why on the top right you do see 190%. Whoa, 200%. Where are they? So the idea is we have to save the harvester, basically. That's the idea. Ah, and I'm dead. Oh, it was complete. That was fast. Was that actually complete? Because I felt... Oh yeah, that's complete. So we got our 200 Kuva. That was mighty fast. We're doing well on life support. Let's continue.
Successful. Collecting Kuva.
Alright, so we have our Kuva harvester now.
Capsules harvesting Kuva. Minimal life support. You have found a Kuva catalyst. Attach it to a life support capsule to begin harvesting Kuva.
Oh, another thing is the Kuva catalyst. The idea is it's one every time a Kuva harvester shows up. Oh, sorry, every time a life support shows up. Like that's the timing on that. So that's all right. We're gonna actually double dip here. Okay, there's another one. Now let's see what happens if I'm not around. Do I automatically get it? That's what we're gonna find out right now. Okay, alright, so I was nowhere near that, which means that you don't have to be near it to get the Kuva. That's good. That's actually really good. because one of the things that they showed in, I think it was like a GIF of the Kuva Siphon idea, is that it was a drop, but now it's not a drop, so that's really, really good. That's a really important change. Oh no, we lost the ah, crap, we lost the thing. That's bullshit. Anyway, that's fine. Whoa, where did that go? Oh, okay, there's another one. Sweet. Maybe I should have brought. Maybe I should have just brought my gold arrow, or even the gatekeeper. Anyway, whatever. That's fine. Where are we? They can't harm me. They can't harm me. Of course, they can't harm me if I'm in limbo. If I'm in the rift, and they're not. But still.
Additional life support has arrived. This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
Okay, so they're all dead.
When you are ready, go to extraction. Our operative is making progress.
I'd like to leave now. Yeah, so I think overall, maybe we could go a bit higher because 200 Kuva really isn't that much. Like, it is still faster to do a regular Kuva mission. It is still faster to do a Kuva flood, probably. Or maybe not faster to do a Kuva flood, depending on like how competent you are at Kuva floods. Because those things require level 100 heroes, and if it's a Kuva flood survival mission, then that's going to take just as long. But you will get a lot more Kuva, I guess. Like, yeah, the value I feel like does need to be upped. Maybe 400. Let's give that a go. 400 a pop before we determine if that's actually worth it. But anyway, let's just go. So, yeah. Yeah, that's update 20, what are we up to? 22.17.1, because the hotfix dropped. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoy this, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed this, hit the subscribe, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye! Oh nice, we got 600 out of that. Okay, well there we go.